Hi, it is the week of October 2nd, 2018, and my name is Lauren.
And I'm Gavin. Welcome to your TNN.
Today, a 400-year-old shipwreck was found off of the coast of Portugal. Archaeologists in Portugal that made the August discovery are calling it possibly the most important find of all time. It was determined that the ship was involved in the spice trade between India and Portugal. Peppercorns, cowrie shells used in trade, and bronze artillery pieces are all over the ocean floor around the wreck site. The cannons feature the Portuguese national coat of arms. It will take years to retrieve and categorize these items that will most likely end up in museums around the world.
Aerobotics, an Israeli drone company, announced last week that it will open its North American headquarters in Scottsdale. The company which also has offices in Australia, Chile, and New Caledonia, plans to create 80 jobs in Scottsdale by the end of the year. Aerobotics' first U.S. customer will be the largest mining company in the world, called BHP. Aerobotics uses its drones to collect aerial data and hopes to replace standard piloted services by providing cheaper drone alternatives that are more accurate and readily available. Aerobotics drones serve primarily the mining, seaport, and oil and gas industries. The drones can fly for 30 minutes while carrying about 2 pounds of supplies. Optimus drones are fully automatic, capable of taking off and landing on their own. Jobs that support drones are expected to remain in demand for a long time to come. It is great that tech companies are looking at Arizona to bring these jobs. Now let's go over to sports with Malia.
Welcome back to sports. My name is Malia. The Tatarso girls volleyball team placed 4th at the Palo Verde tournament last weekend. Great season, girls. The boys soccer team tied against Ruth Fisher to end their season with a record of 2 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. The Cardinals took an early 14-point lead against the Chicago Bears, but then lost the game 16-14. They are currently 0-3 on the season. The Diamondbacks have been eliminated from the playoff contention. They were one of the best teams in the league over the summer, but then cooled off at the wrong time. The Coyotes start their season this week and are hoping to have a much better season than last year. They have a lot of young talent and a new captain. That is all for sports. See you next time.
Thanks, Malia. Let's go over to Ms. Burton with a special announcement.
Good morning, students, parents, and staff. This is a busy week. We will be starting our Galileo benchmark testing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tuesday for grades 2nd through 8th, they will have reading. Then on Wednesday, they will have math. And then for grades 4 through 8, they will have science on Thursday. Makeup testing will be on Friday. On Wednesday, there is a CSO field trip, and there's also a PTO and site council meeting at 4 p.m. On Thursday, there will be the volleyball championship at Desert Oasis at 4:30, and there will be the 4th and 5th grade parent meeting for the Lake Pleasant field trip after school in the library Thursday at 5 p.m. Correction, the volleyball championship is at 4 o'clock at Desert Oasis on Thursday. Please make sure that you're trying your best, students, on the Galileo testing. It's very, very important so we know what you know and what we still need to teach you. Please keep your behavior in check. And as a reminder, grades will be due on Friday, and parent-teacher conferences will start next week. So please make sure you do everything you can to make sure your grades are up and all of your assignments are turned in. Let's have a wonderful week. Good morning, students and staff and parents. I would like to announce our employees and students of the month for September. Our employees of the month are Miss Susan Quinn, our 7th and 8th grade science teacher, who is not here today because she's at training, and Miss Lori, our amazing custodian that keeps our building so clean. Our students of the month for Miss Coleman's class, Clarissa Martinez. For Mrs. Hammond's class, Cheyenne David. For Mrs. Nelson's class, Liam Mates. From Miss Ham-Bruner's class, Isabel Reynosa. From Miss Glennie's class, Hope Weston. From Mrs. Tracer's class, Quentin Nevin. From Mrs. Weaver's class, Leilani Landa. From Mrs. Webb's class, Mateo Murillo. From Mrs. Aguirre's class, Halen Parks. From Mrs. Notwell's class, Alan Vela. From Mrs. Rum's class, Mackenzie Sobel. From Mrs. O'Malley's class, Rowan Puckett. From Mr. King's class, Zariah Andrews. From Mrs. Denny's class, Alexa Santana. From Mrs. Worsham's class, Leilani Elias. From Miss Brooks' class, Charlie Perez. From Mrs. Payton's class, Marciano Murillo. From Mrs. Zimmerman's class, Malachi Wilt. From Mr. Panko's class, Daniel Hernandez. From Mrs. Hanson's class, Betsy Munoz. From Mrs. Warren's class, Jalea Ione. From Miss Ryan's class, Joaquin Rascon. From Mrs. Wilgen's class, Haleen Hernandez. From Miss T. Brown's class, Matthew Bright. From M. Brown's class, Faith Westover. From Miss Quinn's class, Joey Florentin. From Miss Wright's class, Brian Villarreal. From Mrs. Martinez's class, Robert Aguilar. And from Mrs. Barnes' class, Miguel Jimenez. Congratulations to all students and employees. Great job.
Thanks, Miss Burton. Let's go over to Ben with Fun Fact Trivia.
Fun Fact Trivia. My name is Ben, and today you have 3 facts about coffee, and you gotta guess which one is right. Is it A, an early version of the coffee was created in 1436, B, coffee is a fruit, or C, the largest cup of coffee was brewed in Turkey? You have 10 seconds to guess which one is right. If you guessed B, you're correct. Coffee is the pit of a berry called the coffee cherry, even though it isn't technically a cherry. Come back next week for more Fun Fact Trivia.
Thanks, Ben. Here's Aaliyah with entertainment news.
Welcome back to Entertainment News. I'm Halia. Do you like movies? If so, here is what's out in theaters now. Smallfoot opened over the weekend. It's an animated movie about a Yeti that causes a big fuss when he discovers a human. It's rated PG. Christopher Robin is still showing in most theaters and is rated PG-13. In this movie, Winnie the Pooh and friends help Christopher Robin rediscover the joy of life. That's all for entertainment news. See you next time.
Thanks, Leah. Here's Hannah with Science Time.
Hello, welcome back to Science Time. My name is Hannah. Scientists have discovered a new shape. The scutoid is a shape with 2 ends that it can stand on. It has 6 sides on one end and 5 on the other end. There is also a shape like a triangle on one of the sides. This shape is formed when our skin cells bend or twist. It can be found naturally in our elbows or knees. That's all for Science Time this week. I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Hannah. Here's Aaliyah with weird news.
Welcome back to Weird News. My name's Aaliyah. Has anyone heard of a red panda? These cute little furry animals have a huge sweet tooth. How do we know this? A group of researchers bring out water and naturally sweetened water. The researchers noticed that the red pandas prefer 3 sugars instead of the regular water. That's it for Science Time. See you next time.
Yeah. Let's go over to Word of the Week with Cadence.
Welcome to the Word of the Week. My name is Candace. The word of this week is describe. Describe is a verb, and it means to tell, to show, or to illustrate something. When you describe a thing, you're thinking, what does it look like? When you're describing something in your writing or speaking, you're telling about that thing in a way that paints a clear picture of the topic. See you next time on Word of the Week.
Thanks, Candace. Here's Malaya with Tartesso Teasers.
Welcome back to Tartesso Teasers. My name's Malaya. The answer from last week's teaser was an onion. Many people got this answer right, but the first 5 were Jacob from 4th grade, Faith from 4th grade, Kurt from 7th grade, CJ from 7th grade, and Alina from 5th. This week's teaser is what has green hair, a round red head, and a long, thin white beard. If you know the answer, go to the link below. See you next time on
Thanks,
Tartesso
Malaya.
Teasers.
Here's Danny with Name That Thing. Welcome back to Name That Thing. I'm Daniel. Last week's item was the Rosetta Stone. There were a couple of close guesses, but no one got this right. This week's item is featured here. Do you know what it is? If so, go to smusd.me/beyondthenews for a chance to hear your name next week. I'll see you next time on Name That Thing.
Thanks, Danny. Let's go back over to Candace for Joke of the Week.
Back to Joke of the Week. I'm Candace, and this week I have with me Allie from Miss Brooks' 4th grade class. So Allie, what's your joke?
What do you call a negative avocado?
I don't know. What do you call a negative avocado?
An avocado.
Great joke, Allie. If you have a joke and you want to be on the news, then go to the link below. See you next time on Joke of the Week.
Just a few reminders.
Cake pops are sold on Wednesday after school.
Kona Ice is sold on Thursday at lunch.
On Thursday, Vex Robotics are selling candy and Takis after school.
That's all for this week.
See you next time on TNN.